Are the latest decisions from Funko discouraging or encouraging? Let's discuss it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Jeremy. So today we're going back to like a discussion type video. This is one that I've thought about doing for a few days now, actually about a week and a half, but Funko has been doing a lot of really great things lately, at least in my opinion, but they've also been kind of letting us down too. So we don't really do like a lot of like negative type videos. We try to be more positive while still being honest, but sometimes I think that issues should be addressed because if you just let companies do what they want and you don't hold them accountable, then they're just going to continue to do what they want. There are plenty of great examples right now at this moment in time for new companies that I could give, but we're just discussing Funko today, and it's not like they're not like crazy bad things. So we're going to talk about one good thing and one bad thing. We're going to discuss the bad thing first. We're going to save the best for last. So again, we try to, I don't like to chase the negativity. I know like people love to hear about it, but I don't like to focus on that kind of stuff. But we're going to today because I think this is a pretty big deal for Funko to do. It was very, very misleading in my opinion. You probably already kind of know what I'm talking about. And a little disclaimer, Slapshot Pops just did a video on this, and I'm not copying them. I just have a little bit more of a delay when I do my videos. So I saw that they did the video. I was like, oh my goodness, that's so funny because it's the exact same video that I wanted to do. So we're going to discuss it a little bit differently. I watched their video and I have some different points of view. And then there's something that happened after their video dropped that makes it a little bit worse in my opinion, like quite a bit worse. So we are talking about the Winnie the Pooh flocked Funko Pop that was a gift with a purchase on the Funko Shop during their Black Friday sale. I'm not entirely sure if you can, I think you can still get it, but the misleading part was it was supposed to be limited to 5,000 pieces. So the deal was you spend $150 on the Funko Shop and you got a flocked Winnie the Pooh that was 5,000 piece count. The site said 5,000 pieces. The glam shot showed a sticker of 5,000 pieces. Then it arrived and it was not indeed 5,000 pieces. So my issue with this is, first of all, it's not limited like Funko said it was limited. Second, it kind of feels like a deceptive way to get you to spend more money on these clearance items that they're trying to get rid of by saying, we'll throw in a limited Funko Pop. Ooh, look at this. It's so cool. And then you get it and it's not even limited. Like, to me, that feels like a way to get buyers to spend more. $150 is quite a bit. So I feel like it's a way to get buyers to spend more money, especially with Black Friday, like actual Black Friday coming up, and a lot of Christmas shopping. So I feel like it was a subtle way to just get people just to spend just a little bit more. You know, what is Funko? $65 for free shipping, I believe. So spend $150, you get free shipping, you get this cool limited Winnie the Pooh pop, and then it's just not limited. To me, I don't care for it. I don't like it. Now, I will say, I didn't order it mostly because I forgot about it. I was working when I placed my order. Yes. Well, I took a break. Okay, give me a break. Okay. But we only ordered a few things from the Funko Shop. And then after I placed the order, one of my friends reminded me that there was the Winnie the Pooh gift. So I contemplated for a few days placing another order to get that limited Winnie the Pooh pop, because we have quite a few Winnie the Pooh pops in our collection. And then I started to discover that it wasn't limited. So I was like, I'm not going to. See, Funko messed up because someone like me who missed the gift, I was getting ready to place another order and I didn't, because I found out it wasn't limited. So they kind of actually lost money from people, because I'm sure there's a lot more people in my situation where maybe they missed it the first time and then they discovered on Instagram that it was a gift. And then they're like, man, I could place another order. And then all of a sudden, oh, it's actually not limited. Yeah, that's what we did. So we did not order the Winnie the Pooh Pop because of finding out that it wasn't limited. And I don't like that they did that. It said on the site 5,000 pieces. It should have arrived as a 5,000 piece. Now, the real kicker, the same exact Winnie the Pooh Pop is going to be dropping, or has already dropped, on Funko Europe for retail, for whatever their currency. It's like 16, I think, retail. Like, what? Okay, first you convince US buyers to purchase it saying it's limited, but you have to spend this certain dollar amount. Then, right after that, and after everyone finds out it's not limited, it's going to drop on Funko Europe, which to me is worse, because a lot of people might not have spent that amount of money. Don't get me wrong, the sale is great. There's a lot of really good stuff for sale. A lot of soda coolers are on sale, 3-liter coolers, like stuff that's too expensive to buy normal retail is on sale. So the sale is really good, but the Funko Europe thing for me is what really does it in. Like, if Funko was to just make an announcement and say, oh, it's fine, we made a mistake, we're really sorry, it's not a limited piece. But the thing that gets me is they forced you to spend a large amount of money for a limited piece. And then they're like, hey, this sounds like a great idea. We should drop it on Funko Europe. No one's going to be upset. You just forced US buyers to spend $150 to get a pop that they could have paid $15 for, or 18, whatever. To me, that's not right. Funko should make a statement on that, because the Funko Europe is where I kind of got a little irritated with it, where I was like, man, that's messed up. So that's all we're going to discuss about the Winnie the Pooh Pop. I would love to add it to my collection at some point. I hope that Funko just says, hey, you know what? You can buy it for retail now because we messed up. I don't want to spend $150 on stuff. Like, we would use the stuff for the channel, but I just don't want to spend that amount of money for a pop that I could just buy for retail at some point. Like, I'm sure I'll be able to find it on Whatnot or eBay or Mercari or something. So to me, I don't use this word very often, but it's kind of disgusting that happened. Like, that is an error that shouldn't have happened. Now, if the price point would have been a little lower, then it'd be a little more forgivable, I guess. I mean, everything's forgivable, but to me, if the price point would have been like, oh, spend $50, you get this free Winnie the Pooh, or spend 70 or something. Spend $150 and get a Winnie the Pooh that you can buy on Funko Europe for retail. You know what I would have done? I would have bought the exact same stuff that we ordered from the sale. I don't know why I'm pointing down like that. Well, because the stuff that we ordered is on the floor. But I would have done that and bought the Winnie the Pooh. So I still would have spent the same amount, and then I would have added the Winnie the Pooh to my cart. Like, I wouldn't have bought anything extra. I would have just paid regular price for the Winnie the Pooh. So Funko has really got to figure that out. We're going to discuss something else that was sort of an issue, but actually turned into a good thing, in my opinion, that kind of makes you question what they've been doing, like what their marketing team is up to. So enough with the negativity. Let's move on to the positivity. At least in my opinion, this is very positive. So the good news, again, to me, you might think that this is not good news. The Stranger Things cooler. Okay, at first there was a lot of confusion with this. A lot of mishandling of the advertising of it. The Funko page said 12,000 pieces. The bags showed 5,000. The coolers showed 5,000 pieces. The cans actually said 5,000 pieces. So there was a lot of question as to whether it was 12,000 or 5,000, and it was just a reprint error. Funko has come out and said that there was an error with the listing, that it's not 12,000, that it's 5,000 pieces, which I personally think is awesome. 5,000 piece cooler, in my opinion, is what they all should have been. Around 5,000, maybe 8,000 like the Scooby-Doo, but I think they all should have been under 10K. So to me, that's good news. 5,000 piece sodas are a lot harder to find nowadays. Like I mean, sodas in general are hard to find. Who am I kidding? But it's encouraging to me for the future of coolers, if there is a future of coolers. The only issue that I have with coolers now is I don't know if Funko is going to see them as a success, because people know that if they wait, they will be on sale. A great example is the Black Friday sale right now. You can get the Peanuts cooler, I believe the Power Rangers cooler, and I believe the X-Men cooler are all $35. I might be wrong on some of those. I know the Peanuts cooler is $35, and I'm pretty sure the Power Rangers is $35. So, I feel like the coolers might already be done for, which I could be wrong, because most people just feel like if they just ride it out and they don't buy it right away, then eventually it'll be on sale, even if it's 50% off. I will also say that the chases are kind of weak in this one, but that's also hard to do. Like, if you look at every cooler, I would say, except for the Scooby-Doo, in my opinion, I'd say every cooler has a few weaker chases. Like, it's inevitable. It's like Thanos. It's gonna happen. Like, I've said like a lot. It's my filler. It must be my filler word today. But focusing on the positivity of the cooler, I think it's fantastic that Funko made the announcement that there was a mistake, and I think it's fantastic that it's 5,000 pieces. It's a low piece count for a soda. The chase is a low piece count. It's sub 1,000. I think it's awesome. I think it's encouraging. That's my encouragement. So we had some discouraging stuff from Funko. Now we have encouraging stuff from Funko. So you kind of got to just take things as you go. You know, you deal with it and move on. Like the Winnie the Pooh really stinks, but the soda cooler, we haven't bought one yet because of my logic. We're waiting to see if it does go on sale, and if we miss out, we miss out. I might grab one. I'm not sure yet, but I just think it's really cool that they actually made it only 5,000 pieces. I think that's fantastic. I think it's, again, encouraging. Funko. A lot of people hate on Funko because of things that they do and decisions that they make, but a lot of times it's just an error that, like the Winnie the Pooh, sure, not sending the limited piece is really upsetting. Like, but you got to kind of look at things from a positive standpoint, like we try to do. So we discuss the bad stuff. I'm sure Funko's going to move on from that. They're going to, I've noticed that Funko is very good at not making similar mistakes again, like the Fun Days mistakes with the duplicates and all that and blah, blah, blah. They didn't do that this last year, which is great. So I'm sure they'll figure out some way to, I don't know, like some way to make up for the Winnie the Pooh error. And then I really hope we see more soda coolers. I would love another like Scooby-Doo soda cooler. And I really do think that they should make them 5,000 pieces, or maybe 8,000 for them. Like Scooby-Doo would sell out. So I think they could do like 8. They could even do 10 for Scooby-Doo. I would love to see 5, just because it really puts demand on that product. And that's what collectibles are. Like, when you put a demand on a product, that becomes highly collectible. And that's, a lot of people collect Funko products because of how much demand there is for them and how collectible they are. I mean, obviously you're going to have your little, your filler pops, your commons and stuff, which is fine. We have a lot of those too. But when you put demand on an item, like if you did a 5,000 piece Scooby-Doo soda cooler, that would sell out so fast and there would be so much demand for those. Like, that would be nuts. So hopefully Funko does that. I doubt they're going to watch this video, but you never know. It'd be really cool to see some super limited pieces, which with the fan base, 5,000 might seem like a lot, but with the amount of collectors nowadays, 5,000 pieces would be a super limited cooler. So let's, fingers crossed that we can get something like that. But anyways, before I forget, we're gonna wrap up the video, but before I forget, this is our Saturday video. Last Saturday, we forgot to mention a giveaway because we're doing a giveaway every day until our charity auction for Just Popping In. So I said we were gonna do 2 giveaways this time. We are gonna give away Doctor Strange, Chase, that's right. I figured I'd make them good because we missed one and I feel bad. And we're gonna give away Farmer Freddy from Earth Day. The brown box, super cute. The pop feels really cool. It's like a kind of like a rubber feeling. It's really awesome. So those are the ones we're gonna give away. Again, if you watch the first giveaway video, no entry requirements, comment on the video, like the video. That's all you got to do. And you also have to be a US resident. I wish I could ship international, but just right now it's expensive, and just with the cost of things, it's really hard to ship overseas. So we would prefer to keep it US based only. One day, I pinky promise that we will do an international giveaway. I really want to do one. So yes, we will do one, but this one right now, these both are US only. All you got to do is comment. All you got to do is like the video. That's it. So let me know what you think about those decisions that Funko made. The Winnie the Pooh fiasco, and then the 5,000 piece cooler. Let me know how you feel about Funko in general as a company too. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like it. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to be kind to each other. Smile, and just have a good day.